What's happening, guys, and welcome to the campfire, where we sit around and discuss video game news over the past week. The video game news we'll be discussing this week comes between the dates of Wednesday, October 23rd and Tuesday, October 29th. Glad to see you're all here. Hope you all enjoy. Let's jump right in, shall we? Let's do some release dates, shall we? Titanfall release date has been announced for March 11th, 2014, coming out on Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. The game will also launch with a collector's edition that comes with an 18-inch statue of a Titan, complete with motorized cockpit and LED lights, a 190-page art book, and a poster with a schematic diagram of the Atlas Titan for the low price of $249.99. EA is currently accepting $100 pre-orders for the collector's edition, and they encourage you to pick them up because they are limited quality and they would like the extra money. Or you can pre-order the regular game on Origin right now for $59. Let's talk about this for a second. Does anyone out there truly believe that they need a $249 statuette poster and art book? Anybody? Hey, if you think you do, more power to you. Personally, this is one of many ways the game industries do try to screw you over to get a little bit of extra money. EA is probably the worst for this. Me personally, when it comes to pre-orders incentives, I wouldn't mind something in-game. Maybe a out-of-game book to assist you. Things of that nature. I really like the way the Assassin's Creed franchise did it. They would give you in-game rewards, but they would hide it behind various treasures. They would give you a whole nother labyrinth to go through. I found that to be very well. You still had to work for the treasure, but it was there. Personally, I think this is a horrible idea. I would not pay $250, let's be honest, for a poster, a 18-inch toy, and an art book. Just not worth that. But hey, to each their own. Another release date that has been announced this week is the DLC for Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea, which will see you return to Rapture. It's coming out on November 17th of this year, and I personally can't wait for this one, kiddos. The Burial at Sea DLC will return you to pre-fall Rapture. It is an alternate universe from the original Bioshock Infinite. If you have finished that game, you do know what I'm talking about. Mr. Booker DeWitt will be playing a detective of some sort from the trailers, and Elizabeth will be a client who doesn't seem to be aware of their relationship in another universe. It adds for some disturbing images. I would suggest going to check out that trailer. I'll drop a link in the description. The new DLC will include plasmids instead of vigors, and they will bring back the weapon wheel, allowing you to select more than 2 weapons. Personally, I think this is great. They are bringing back the mechanics from the original Bioshock, which I believe was a way better game mechanically than Bioshock Infinite. Honestly, I believe it's a way better game story-wise than Bioshock Infinite as well. I know that in some respects, when it comes to Bioshock, I am chasing the dragon, so to speak. I don't believe there will ever be a moment in the Bioshock universe as poignant and as strong to me as in Bioshock 1. Trying not to give spoilers here, that moment when you watch the Andrew Ryan monologue, helpless but still in game, fantastic. Still sends chills up to my spine, and you who have seen it know it. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Probably never get that feeling again, but I have to see it, especially when it comes to Rapture, because I personally am in love with all things Rapture. I was quite disappointed in Bioshock Infinite for not having anything to do with Rapture, really. Just a brief little vision at the end. I mean, completely ridiculous. In other gaming news, The DayZ standalone has been found on a Steam Early Access site database. It was registered on October 22nd, but is not currently purchasable in the store. The original developer of the DayZ mod and lead developer of the current standalone DayZ game, Dean Hall, did not comment on the reason behind this registration, but he did say development is going well. Progress is very good. We are a mix of nervous and excited, as I stated on my Twitter when I announced my break from social media and updates. Part of the final lap involves the actual administration of the release, which is actually, surprisingly, complex and time-consuming. Well, that wasn't much of a statement, was it? But they have registered for early access. This means that there will probably be a beta release coming out sometime. I'd have to guess this year, but that's just my humble opinion. According to a leaked Brazilian Xbox One user's manual, the Kinect will now require less room to operate efficiently. The manual states that the user should now stand approximately 5 feet from the sensor, which is a vast improvement over the original Kinect with its 8 feet standing limit. And for those of you who are abnormally tall, like myself, it's still not great because you do have to add extra feet to that. The original Xbox was ridiculous. I would have to try to stand 10 feet from it, which is impossible in most rooms. Most people do not have 20 feet of living room. They like to have a couch in their living room. These things are very important, but we'll see how it works out. Perhaps dropping 3 feet from your standing distance will have a great improvement. I don't know though. We'll see. Well, that wraps up this week's Campfire. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will be back next week for more gaming news and comment, and if you did enjoy, don't forget to hug that like button and just go ahead and drop a sub. Thank you all for watching. Peace.